Hello, I'm Laura Jane Gosling. I've worked at Credit Suisse for over 20 years, across a number of divisions. I'm married, I have an amazing son and two brilliant stepsons.
My name is Abdul Buhari. I work for Credit Suisse UK Private Bank and I'm a 212 London Olympian.
I'm Rebecca Kane and I work in Settlements and Reconciliations Business Engineering team in London.
My name's James Ritchie and I work in the Compliance and Regulatory Affairs division.
Over 10 years ago, I had a moment at work. I was having a difficult time in my personal life and a stressful job, and I had a panic attack. I was diagnosed with mental exhaustion and later stress-related depression. I was off work for 6 months. I was devastated. I thought I'd lose my job. At one point, I didn't think I'd ever come back to work again.
Since the age of 16, I've had a severe anxiety disorder. I didn't really understand what was wrong at the beginning. I used to think that it was normal to have panic attacks and that I just dealt with things really badly.
My experience of mental health has been quite complex. I am an ex-professional athlete, so I went to the London 2012 Olympics and balanced that with working here at Credit Suisse in the investment bank. So I had a number of battles I had to contend with on a personal note with the degree of expectation that was required of me.
Earlier this year, I'd arranged to meet a former colleague for a personal mentoring session over dinner one evening. He did not turn up as planned because, unbeknown to me at the time, he had taken his life the previous weekend following a long battle with depression. It's also personal because I look at my former colleague and see parallels in our life and our careers. And I don't want to get to the same place as he was 10 years down the line.
Admitting I was struggling was the hardest part. I've always been a really happy, half glass full type of person. And before I got sick, I thought I was the last person that would ever suffer from a mental illness. But with the support of our amazing HR team, an understanding manager, and the tools that the bank provided, I got better and got back to work.
I was quite honest with myself and also honest with key people around me, my management, my coach at the time, and also my sports psychologist. And I think if it hadn't been for those individuals, I probably would have taken a more darker turn.
When I was 22, I reached out to a friend and began to understand the extent of the issue. Since then, I've learned how to manage my mental health much better, and I take time to look after my health.
If 1 in 4 adults are going to suffer with mental health issues during their lifetime, many of my family, friends and work colleagues are going to grapple with mental health issues.
Today, I'm still very much involved in sport and I mentor a number of athletes, and mental health is a key issue for them, particularly when they finish an Olympic cycle and they are unsure of what to do next.
I've been really fortunate to have a really supportive team and manager at Credit Suisse, and I want to make sure that everyone feels they have that support available to them in the workplace.
I want to better understand mental health issues so I can provide more support and understanding to my family, my friends and my work colleagues.
The stigma attached to mental health, particularly as a man, sometimes is quite played down, so it's important that we recognise it, acknowledge it and hopefully try and do something about it.
I'm LJ, this is my story.
I'm James, this is me.
I'm Rebecca, and this is me.
I'm Abdul Buhari, this is me.